Hello everyone, my name is Zivok, and today I'm going to be going over how to operate a Sonoran CAD and how to set up your civilian character. This video will only be for civilian, and you will learn how to make your character, create your driver's license, and get all of your absolute necessary needs into Sonoran CAD. So there are many ways you can operate the Sonoran CAD. You can either access it in-game, you can get it off of your web, like Microsoft Edge, Google, etc., or you can also find it in the desktop version. I have the desktop version, as you can see right here, and we're going to be launching it with our Alaska PD. So once you get in here, you can click on this. You have your certain options of civilian, DMV, police, fire, EMS, and dispatch. Today we're going to be going over civilian, so I'm going to click on the civilian tab. As you see, I already have a character created, which is a couple of my other ones. Here's my firefighter character, and I just have a couple other ones that are civs and other things like that. So for today, you're going to be creating a new character, and you're going to be doing some things. So just for the basics here, obviously you have your edit character, your character's records, the DMV, where you can access your license or your vehicle registration, and you have to make 911 calls from this character. Certain information such as your first, last, middle initial, date of birth, age, your sex, your residence, zip code, occupation, your eye color, hair, and of your regular traits will all need to be filled out with the necessary and proper realistic information. So for starters, we're going to click new character, and you're going to be brought up with the same tab that we had just seen right below. So to start off, your civilian photo, you can choose whatever photo you would like, any type of photo that you think would fit your character best, or you can pick something that might relate to your character. Then you're going to start off with your first name. Our first name is going to be Devin, and our last name is going to be Walter. This is just a random character. Obviously, do not copy this. And if it is a name that somebody's already taken, it will let you know. Middle initial, we're just going to say it's Y, and your date of birth. Try to pick a realistic date of birth, and your date of birth should also apply with how you're role-playing in game based off of your age. If you were to be 14 years old, then you have to obviously base off your role-play from that. So you can click on here, you can kind of go back a couple dates, which is what I will be doing. So you can scroll back pretty far, but try to keep it a little realistic here. So we're just going to say you were born in 1999, and then, let's see, March 3rd. So there's that, and then you'd enter your age. So let's just say he'd be 22, which I'm not actually sure, but then you'd pick whether you're going to be a male or female, so we'll go with a male. Any former alliances, anything like that that you're associated with. So let's say you're a gang member, you can say you're affiliated with a gang. Is something that you can do for that one. Then, once you have selected that, you can then move down to your residence. So you have your residence, your zip code, and your occupation. Your residence is going to be where you're living, and then your zip code is going to be the area. So you can fill that out based on wherever you are at, and then your occupation is whatever you are working as. So let's say we're working for HVAC, heating, ventilating, air conditioning, cooling, I believe. And then you have your height, so we'll say that he is 6'2". Oh, that's not 2. Then your weight, we'll say that he is 200 pounds. Skin tone, we can say that he is a white male. And your hair color, we'll say he'll be black with brown eyes. Your emergency contact information can be filled out as well as your relationship and your contact number. So let's say you are interested in filling this out. Your emergency contact can be somebody else who's in game, or it can be a different character, something that you could use for your RP. So I'm going to use a different character that I have, which is Carson Walker. And your relationship is if you're married, single, so we'll just say that he is married. And your contact number, if you have a number that you'd like, you can always add one in. You can always just kind of give a number here, which is what I'm going to do. And then once you have all your following information filled out, that is how you operate creating a character. If anything ever fills out with a red icon, kind of like this, it will tell you error required civilian in your residence. I'm not going to be creating a new character because I do not need one. However, we're going to be moving on to the next step. So in here you have, like I said, edit character in case you'd like to make any sudden changes. So you can come in here and do anything that you'd like. You also have your DMV, which is where you're going to be creating your vehicle registration. Here's all your information. You'll come in here, vehicle type. You can pick from your following models. Let's say I am going to be, since this is my fire character, I'm going to use my Fire Command Explorer. So it's going to be an SUV. License plate would be Ida Charlie 5. Your make is going to be, for my vehicle lease, would be a Ford Explorer. I can spell. And your color and the year. So fill all these out with the desired model and vehicle description that you have, as well as make sure it's accurate. And then your last step, or the first step that you could have taken, is notice your expiration date up here for your vehicle. And then these two red columns here is for the DMV to go in and change that for you, which can be updated by any current staff members or anybody that currently has access to the DMV. So expiration date has to keep that in the 2-year mark, so 2022. So let's say it expires in 2023. You're going to pick a date. So let's say July 12th, 2023, and then you go. Now you can add your record, and it should be in there. Now you can find your license as well. Your license should show up as the following. When you click type, you can click driver's license and fill out your following information that is appropriate to your character's information or your identification card. Once you have figured out all of these, let's say you want to pick a hunting license. Hunting license consists of the same thing, and then you have your expiration date that you can also choose. So considering this is only my Fire Command character, as you can tell by my occupation, I am not going to be filling out a hunting license because this is not what I chose this character to kind of engage in. So once you have all that there, you have that set. Let's say you want to make a 911 call. You'd come up here, you'd click 911, you type in your emergency or civil, and then you have your caller, your location, and then you type in your 911 call right there. That's how the basic civ things work. You can also check your records. First, Lung is the last name, and you have your middle initial, which is J. So in total, it's Eric J and then Long. Obviously, the character has no records, no reports. Is actually a very fresh new character, so I have nothing on it. But if there is any other information that's required, it should tell you. And if there's anything, you can also always contact in the support channel in our Discord, and any further questions like that. That is it for the civilian CAD, and that's it. Have a good one.